Yeah, I think we're good. Let's see. It over on YouTube. Yep. Let me update this. There we go. Titles are updated. Should be anyways. Okay, so hi everybody. I'm Ashley. If you're new to this channel, basically a whole bunch of different artists are here, always streaming ZBrush, and my times happen to be on Wednesday. And basically what we do here is just kind of mash a sphere around and create a concept or a creature, a character, anything from just a bunch of random pushes and pulls, and we kind of like break the geometry a bunch and treat it sort of like a sketchbook, the same way that you would if you were just sketching in on a pad of paper or anything like that, and just doodling. So this isn't for an end project, an end goal, or anything like that. We're just having fun. So if that's your cup of tea, then you're in the right place. If not, there are a lot of other streamers that you can check out, ranging from stylized to hard surface to printing to film to games, etc. So a lot of different specializations in ZBrushLIVE, and I am just one of the many artists. So yeah, that's what we do here, and that's just the spiel for everybody who's watching on YouTube afterwards. But these streams are usually 4 hours long, so if you have a project to work along and you want to stick with the entire thing, feel free. Ask any questions you want as we go. We're just here to have fun, chill, do whatever. Hey Comics, hey Ashina, hey Riggs. Avrik, could you sculpt Shin-chan? What? Do you mean like the like as in like shins as in like the shins of your legs? Is that what you're talking about? Hold on. Okay, there we go. Wow, so much brighter all of a sudden. Yo, what's up, Reaper? Okay, let's get this going. Oh boy. Apologies today if I'm like a little bit slow. Literally threw my neck out right before I started doing this, so we are... Yes, we're gonna have like an interesting time here. Alright. Alrighty. Let's just start pulling things. So if you're new as well, you'll know that I really enjoy using masking and snake hook to create initial shapes for things. Everything is usually big, broad strokes. Try not to get too involved with nitty-gritty details. Get like some very, very like broad shapes going. Okay. Do something like a little bit more thick like this. What's up, Master? Evil clown butterfly with an eye patch. Probably not. Probably not. Yeah, speaking of posture, because like as much as I remind myself it doesn't seem to matter, I'm still like hurting myself. So I bought like a standing desk frame, which is very expensive, but it should be coming, and I am excited for that. Hopefully that will fix a lot of my problems. Fix my entire life. We'll see. Everybody that I've asked about it, like, has said that they don't regret their standing desk, so excited. Very excited. Yeah, I'm gonna work from the standing desk. Of course, like, you know, if you have like a standing desk, you can change it. You don't have to like stay standing. It's a sit-stand desk, right? I just have to, I only bought the frame because I already have like this, it's not like the greatest tabletop, but it's good enough. Like the main thing that I was worried about was the stand being really, flimsy. But I splurged on the stand, like the frame. And then, yeah, I'm gonna DIY. It's gonna be a cool girl, hot girl craft weekend when that comes in. Yeah, I'm honestly, it's been too long and I probably caused irreversible damage to my back at this point, but like, you know. Are we the right, what's it called? Right yeah, we're the right title, right? Okay, good. Okay. Most excellent news though. Creative job you landing doing interactive help site content might just have 3D opportunity. Oh, very cool. Nice. I'm happy to hear that. Yeah, no, honestly, anything is something, right? That's great. That's sweet. Yeah, get on that. That's gonna be fun. That'll be good. What do I want to do here? I don't want to make. Let's get some IMM arms. Ooh, IMM arms. Yeah, we'll do these ones. Kind of cute, actually. Wait, let's make them a little bit bigger. Thinking this is gonna be a little bit like an owl person, maybe. Let's split this off. Grab this. Actually, we'll grab all of that, the entire forearm, and then we'll pull it in. With an eye patch? Why do you want it to have an eye patch so bad? Ricola! Alan! Alan! The ugly sculpt phase 2? What do you think, that things just like pop into existence looking really, really good immediately? What in the world? Literally no one has that happen unless you're using a base mesh. Like, you don't just like, and then something magically amazing appears. Steve! The streetlights are on. Yeah, get your butts in here! You know what? I'm going to... move everything else into place afterwards, I think. Yeah, that's what I don't want. Alright, good. Thinking, loading, loading, loading. Making the hands into kind of like a prayer pose. Such a happy song. Hey Leonard, what's up? Yes, well, the whatever creature. He was in a very, very interesting pose. Spinner. Long fingers. Alright, and then here, get these guys looking here. Wait, back here. Moving the fingers was somewhat exhilarating. Well, you too can move your own fingers. The low cost of free if you own your own ZBrush. Or look down at your own hands. So, does Baldur's Gate come out tomorrow? Does, right? Okay, this is where I want to see if I can. Fix all of this in a second. Concave and stuff. Just masking off to make finger groups. Okay, and then I will... Actually, no. Delete. Discard. Mirror. Oops. Good. And I can work from there. And then move that down. Hello, Tatoon. I'm good. How are you? Proxy pose feature. Yeah, I've used the proxy pose feature for a couple of times. I thought didn't I show you that? I'm pretty sure I showed you guys how to use that. Thanks, Swag. It is just hand posing. But it is wild, like, getting a fun, you know, hand pose makes a really big difference. In your overall sculpt. Let me grab this area right here. A little bit here. Don't want it to be too thin because we want to support the films. Just a little bit. Hey Vitor. Hey J-Zone. how useful it is for me now after this time? Yeah, I use it occasionally. It really just depends on like the use case. It's not like, you know, I use it all the time. I only use it like when I really need to. It all comes down to like very like specifics, right? Just like how I don't use Sculptress Pro for everything, but I find it really useful. It's just within certain scenarios. What's up, Ghost? How are you? How you doing? I'm trying to mesh this on. Really, let's before I do that, fill in this area. Could probably just do one of these real quick and then do a Dynamesh after. This. Ooh. Always doing snake hook. Never a dull snake hook moment. Like our entire life. That's like basically snake hook, mask, snake hook, mask. Be a little bit more of like a skull. Kinda cute? Yeah, he's kinda cute. Got a cuteness to him. It's not bad. Oh, I know. I've been last week I had to cancel. I was supposed to stream last week. I canceled because I had like a pretty bad migraine. Which, unfortunately, it just kind of comes with the eye problems that I've been having. So, you know, I'm getting through it, but sometimes I have to cancel. So I apologize for that. I wasn't gonna cancel today, but I threw my I'm just like I'm fragile and I'm trying to change that. Just threw my neck out right before I started streaming today. I was like, oh, you're kidding. So I'm very stiff right now. Is he sneezing? Yes. How did AI generation affect my job? Do you feel threatened by it, or is it still dumb? I think right now, okay, so I wouldn't say that generative AI is dumb, but it is unethical. The way that it is being implemented right now is based on the backs of every single artist that has ever put their stuff online, right? And if you're unfamiliar with what's happening, the writer's strike, you can see exactly how corporations are kind of threatening not just artists, but or writers, but artists, and it extends to like a lot of different industries. It could be you know, certain jobs with lawyers, it could be certain research jobs, it can be like, you know, a whole slew of different things. Anything that can be kind of like automated, it's like, it's destabilizing, I guess you can say. When it comes to like 3D work, we're still a ways off from there being anything good generative wise for 3D, so I wouldn't worry about that. But when it comes to, and also when it comes to conceptual work and like, you know, your final images as well, I also really wouldn't worry too much about that, considering how many legal hoops still need to be jumped through in order to actually use certain, like, it's very like new territory, right? And so it is unfortunately one of those situations where you have to like wait and see how things are going to play out. I do think that regulations are coming, which is a good thing, because we can't really like have that kind of stuff just, you know, free for everybody to use. Like it's too easy to create misinformation and all of that kind of stuff, right? So yeah, so like when it comes to the strikes specifically, them being like used to incentivize AI, it's one of those like make it or break it kind of things, and so far it's not like you're not going to be able to replace all the writers with AI at this point. Like it's just not at that stage. A lot of it is like fluff marketing to make it seem like it's better and scarier than it really is. One of the marketing tactics is to make it seem like people are scared of it, to make it seem like the people who created generative AI in the first place are so scared of it, because then you get excited. You're like, oh my god, look at this technology, and investors are like, wow, that's groundbreaking, right? And then they keep throwing money into these companies. Anything that has even like a semblance of AI in the title, money is just being thrown at it. So if you look at it through that lens, through a financial lens, you can kind of see a clearer picture of what's going on without like you know, getting bogged down by your own sort of like, well, what's happening in my tiny sphere, but rather like on a bigger level. And just like I believe any, like, you know, every bubble needs to kind of like pop eventually. This is one of them. I don't know when that's going to happen, maybe when regulations get implemented, etc. But right now the technology isn't something that like I'm personally that afraid of, but certain people are definitely there's sort of like a dry spell in a lot of parts of the industry, but a lot of that also comes to the strike that's happening right now, right? So yeah, there's a lot of AI is not in a ethical spot right now at all, and it needs to be worked out. Absolutely. If you are interested in more of like what's happening though, definitely check out Carla Ortiz on Twitter. She has been going to Washington, actually advocating for all of us, and she's really well spoken and talks about the issues really, really well. Like, personally, I won't be using it because I don't find that's like, I don't find it fun. It takes away a lot of the process of like the journey of art as well. You know, maybe one day a robot, AI, whatever, can be like, maybe the machine can be as apparently creative as a person, right? But at the end of the day, it's not a person. So maybe like mass media wise, you can keep pumping things out, but if executives are the ones helming that all the time, and you're just going to kick actual creative people out of the industry, you're going to end up with a lot of slop. So I don't think that it's one of those things where I genuinely think that like the AI stuff, it's just kind of jumped the gun. Like, it's too early to be actually like they're just trying to get as much money as they possibly can as fast as they can before it gets regulated. Yeah, no, I agree, Masta. So, Reaper, that's incredibly messed up to say, and I disagree with you. And that's actually like a really like ignorant way of looking at like industry professionals as well. Like, if you're just gonna say the quality of a lot of those writers, AIs could do a better job, like, you clearly don't understand the bureaucracy and how things get watered down a whole lot when you're actually working in a larger, you know, production, etc. Many people are not able to be as creative as they want to be, and they're shoehorned into specific decisions because of the upper management or whatever it might be at the time. So to start watering down the talent of individuals and start saying that AI can do a better job because AI is based on their work that's too much, man. That's too much. It's also incredibly not funny. Like, maybe it's funny to you if you think that people losing their jobs is like a fun thing. People who can't like pay for their work because, like, you know, Hollywood doesn't want to give them their money that they're owed. Doesn't even want to give them residuals. If you think that's funny, then like, sure. Great. You're just a bad person then. I don't know what to tell you. What's up, Rodislav? Okay, so like, and I also see a lot of like YouTube channels just completely be like, YouTube is being like overrun with AI, like just AI channels in general. It's just like, it's so much misinfo too. Like, you type up like, you even type up like James Webb Telescope on on YouTube, and the first thing that pops up isn't even actual James Webb Telescope stuff. It's like AI slop. So it's like, there was an estimate I read somewhere where people were saying that by next year, most of the internet is just gonna be like synthetic, and that's kind of brutal. Like you like it needs to be regulated. This needs to have some more conversations around it on a higher level. But then you're in a kind of stalemate, right? You're in a stalemate of like, well, we need to regulate it, but then if our country regulates it and other countries don't regulate, you know what I mean? But personally, I have no interest in using AI for creative means, for my own personal work, etc. I'd much rather do art myself and have something like do it for me. Okay. Have to go into the woods. Hey, Chloe, what's up? Oh my god. Like, actually. But then the woods are burning, so, you know, what do you do? Launch me into space. I think if I'm gonna, like, give any bit of, confidence, I guess, is just the end of the day, like, no matter what happens, if you have a pencil and you have paper, you can always do your work. Yeah, it doesn't pay the bills, but I feel like when it comes to like paying the bills, right? Solidarity, first of all. And second of all, is when it comes to paying the bills, if it really is true that AI is going to, like, you know, I'm gonna keep saying that this is marketing because I don't see the world functioning. If it's going to replace like millions upon millions of jobs, it's just going to like displace people. That's a massive economic problem. So that's not down to individual artists. You know what I mean? Like, this is much bigger than just our art careers, but I 100% understand the like extreme discomfort some people might be feeling, or not even might, but are feeling with this. And I'm not gonna lie and say that like I don't feel like worn down by the topic. It's just, it feels almost relentless sometimes. But there's always going to be a point. There's always going to be a point in you doing your own art for yourself, and even just, you know, making, like, investing into a skill. I'm gonna, like, maybe this is not a great example, but you take woodworking as an example, right? You can still, worst case scenario, you know, you're good at like wood carving, all of this stuff, and you do a lot of it. There is still a market there for actual human handmade wood carved stuff, as opposed to like milled in a factory. You know what I mean? It's just not commercial. So when it comes to commercial work, I do think we're gonna see a transformation of some kind, but AI right now is not, it's just not, it's not good enough. in my opinion, like from what I've seen anyways. And I also, from the contracts that I have been working, they're not using AI right now either. And this is in animation, right? So when I do a lot of work in stylized animation, so if that helps at all, I don't really know. But you're not alone. A lot of people are feeling it right now. It's stupid. Everything's stupid. Stinky machines. Let's see. I'm cool. No, you're cool, dude. Oh my god, my neck. I'm old. That's what I am. Can AI fix this neck? Oh, Jesus. No, it's just not. Like... Oh, also, do you guys follow Chloe? You follow Chloe? Chloe's pretty cool. And Chloe's gonna actually put social links in the chat right now. That's what Chloe's gonna do, right? Wow, that's so cool of you to do that. That's like, that's so hot. Putting your socials. Okay. It's shrimp hours. Oh god, it's shrimp hours for me, man. That's what my neck says. When making 3D clothes for a character, is it better you make all of the pieces together or all of them separate? Separate. Yeah. You're not gonna want to have everything attached unless like you're doing like a quick sketch and then you can separate it after, but it's so much cleaner and better for you to just like mask off certain areas, extract that, right? And then work as each thing separately so you can work on the overall silhouette. And it's easier to move things around. Yeah, that's what I would do. I would keep it all separate. And you have them as different subtools, right? That's the big thing. That's the main reason why you have different subtools, is that you can move things around easily. Yeah, like... Okay, no, I 100% agree with you, Masta. The thing is, like, with UBI, it on the surface, like, on paper, it sounds like a great idea. But I think one of the more accurate and, like, sad depictions of what happens when there are, like, you just kind of let AI do everything, everything's, like, robot generated, whatever, is, you watch The Expanse. That's, like, a pretty crazy... That's like on one end of the spectrum of like, great, everybody gets money, but it's useless, right? Like, it would have to be, I don't know. I do like the idea of it because I like the idea of. Anyways, I don't want to get like super political, or anything. But right now, it's not. What their idea of UBI is it's more of just what you just said, is going more money towards the people who are implementing AI and nothing for everybody else, which is just insane. It's all just a money dash, really. Yo, what if we put our socials in each other's chat? Okay. How about this? How about you just like put your socials in this chat? That's a good compromise. Any suggestion for alternative to Marvelous for people that don't have... I mean, okay, so Mazda, it's not exactly a Marvelous equivalent by any means, but there is a dynamics in ZBrush if you didn't know that. And so you can do some clothing stuff. Will ZBrush be adding new improved ways to UV a mesh? Maybe by using direction? I have no idea if they're going... because I'm not a dev. I am not a dev, but you know, there's an entire... I mean, you probably already know this because you're asking about it, but there's an entire UV master here. It's okay. You know, it gets the job done. Oh, there it is. Okay. You guys don't follow Chloe. I'm so sorry. Me reading and talking at the same time. Clothes. You don't follow Chloe. They're very clothed, which is good. You can look at the link in chat. It's there for you. Go follow. Good stuff. Good artist, good streamer, good person. It's Chloe. I'm Chloe. I wear clothes. Or better yet, use Rhizome. Rhizome's good. Oh my god, I know it. Like I had a feeling you were clothes. I wasn't sure the last time that I showed up to your stream. I was very confused. It's like, are those clothes or is that just their skin? I wasn't sure. So thanks for clarifying. Makes things a lot easier for me. Melon? Melon. Yeah. It is suspicious, right? Maybe you should all investigate the stream and make sure that Chloe is not Clothy, actually. Okay, what am I doing? I'm just like noodling right now. Stop it. It is every single time. I'm so original. Your skin clothes at the dry cleaner is good. Maybe they should stay there. Breathe the fresh of breath. You know, whatever, man. Talking is overrated. It really is. No, nobody answered my question. Is Baldur's Gate coming out tomorrow? We breathe in air? I'm cheating? Is that allowed? What is cheating? Look at this leg. Do you want me to do it? You want me to do it from scratch? Fine. I won't use this. I won't use this. You think this is cheating? It's not. But okay. Okay, fine. Fine. Wait, what was I talking about before? Where is this? How do you make a hollow sphere with thickness in it? Okay. Hollow sphere with thickness? I mean, you could literally just like... You could grab a sphere, right? Where is it? Frame. The sphere. Sphere. And then you can say extract. Like say okay. Yeah. Except okay. That's a sphere with thickness now, because if I were to has thickness in here. It's got an inner and outer. Is that what you mean? That works, right? That's a thick boy. Is that what you want? Is that what you wanted? Have I used Mari? Find that there's not enough. I used Mari like once a while ago. Use Mari. You said it. I'm just ignoring you, comics. Nobody's answering my question. I don't get it. Says it again. What? The 3rd? I don't know, when is Baldur's Gate coming out? What's he praying for? To get through this stream safely. I mean, we already started with AI, and I was tripping over what I was saying, so I feel like I could actually have a much better conversation about that, by the way, if I was a little bit more prepared for it. But my brain is all over the place, and so I really want to direct you guys, if you have not been involved with what's going on lately, to check out Carla Ortiz. She shares a lot of information, and she's like literally going to Washington for legislation on this, so regulation as well. So check her out. And then on the writer's end of everything, Adam Ruins Everything is actually like doing a pretty good job of this as well. So yeah, those two I would recommend. There's like a whole bunch of other people on Twitter too that you can check out, but I do not have names right now. Yeah, Adam Conover is actually doing really good with this. I mean, makes sense, he's a writer, right? So he praying for a cute booty? He is. Oh my god, Deebs. Deebs. I'm done. My season journey, I mean. I hate that mentality. Okay, I'm sorry. I know I keep coming back to this, but it like I genuinely get triggered because it's so annoying seeing these takes on like AI, like, oh, the genie's out of the bottle. Like, that doesn't, just because it's there doesn't mean you don't fight for a better future even with it. You know, like, I don't like hearing that over and over again. Like, what, you want to just be like, oh, well, it's there, might as well not care. Like, what? I'm so happy that you don't give a crap about any, like, anything, basically. You're like, oh, well, just, you know, it's there. I don't really care about anything that's gonna come of that. I'm just gonna let that happen. Okay, good for you. Other people care, though. Like, you're really gonna like talk so matter-of-fact about things you don't actually understand. Like, damn. Like, I'm sorry, I'm like so annoyed by this, but nobody knows what the future is, so the fact that people talk so matter-of-fact about like this extremely speculative technology just, ooh, it grinds me. What are you doing, man? okay, so my big thing is like, is this. You can either just, you know, just be like, oh, well, there's no point. There's no point in fighting or talking about it. There's no point in any of that. Just lie down and just like don't advocate for anything. Just be like, oh, well, it's here. Like, don't advocate for anything and just literally let yourself get run over. Or you can do what democracy was built to do, right? And enjoy your free speech and actually advocate for the things you care about. So even if something is here, it does not mean that it cannot be implemented in an ethical way. I know, effort is scary though. Effort, it's painful. Look at that butt! Yeah, this is not exactly the same as a 3D. You can't really make the same comparison. You can't really make the same comparison as like the photo and the painting either. Dude, they're always here. Oh my god. Like, honestly, the best thing for all corporations and all governments, well, no, it's governments all the time, but corporations especially, is when, you know, your public is apathetic. So if you want to be apathetic towards this, you know, be my guest, but you're not helping anything. I'm praying that people get the idea that AI is not ethical. That's what this guy's praying for. Oh, man. X. Who is still calling it? Okay, whatever. Yeah, just stop looking. Stop looking at AI and then it doesn't exist. It's easy. I'm gonna like pull this like tuft up. I kind of want it to be like a big fluffy tuft. This one forward too. more. Wait, that might be better. Kind of like a vest. It does go pretty hard, doesn't it? Yo, just as we're talking about bots come into the chat. I love it. No, I don't think AI is worth the hype. I'm not excited about any of it, honestly. I won't have a problem with it if it is implemented ethically. It is not implemented. It has no ethical implementation right now, though, so... Garbaggio. Garbaggio. Oh my god. I think people at this point, like... I think people at this point, dude, like, Wipeout, I think people know that it's not going away. Even NFTs are still around. They're still here. It's just... things are gonna either become more usable with it, or, like, or yeah, it'll become more ethical, or it'll just, like, become a dystopia. Like, there's gonna be regulations, though. It's not gonna become a dystopia. Things are gonna change. Things are already changing anyways. And people are advocating against it actively. But it's not, like, I think people are aware that it's here. Nobody's saying that it's just gonna, like, vanish and disappear. It's not like we're gonna have, like, a Dune... I mean, it's possible, but I don't think we're gonna have a Dune timeline where the entire world swears off AI, you know? If anything, it would be more like the Cold War or something like that with AI. Because you absolutely know that this is being used. Anyways, military, blah, 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 whatever. Whatever. This is not my channel, so... Anybody have ZBrush questions? What's up, Pepe? How you doing? How goes? Oh, dude, yeah. Yeah, I just get me through August. If I can, like, squeeze my way out from the other end of August, intact, not feeling like a rock, like a stone, oh, be here for that. You want that statue by your fireplace with this thing? Just praying. Actually, maybe, ooh, what if? Wait a minute, no. No, delete. I'm gonna get a little bit more serious with this, because this is not it. Let me just grab. That was bugging me. I'm gonna duplicate that. You know me. One set of arms. It's not enough. Oh man, yeah, September and then October. Oh my god, there's so many months. Like, it just keeps going. It's relentless. Oh boy. Fall? No, I am not excited for fall. Not. I mean, yes, because Halloween. Ooh, spooky times. Okay, everything else sucks though. But spooky time. Okay. What do we got? What do we got? What do you got? What do you got? Yeah, it could be squishing somebody's head. It could be praying. He's like he's a bug bunny. Yo, wait, hold on. It's Bugs Bunny. Unintentional visual pun. Yo. No. Okay. If you want to select your subtool, yeah, you can hold Alt and then click on anything else, and that will switch your subtool, like so. Boop 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 boop. Yeah, I'm not going to the ZBrush Summit either. You're going to the ZBrush Summit? Enjoy. Have a good time. I'm not going. Hey, I'm allowed to be proud of stuff. Hey, nah, I'm not making it like that. No more Bugs Bunny. I mean, I'm gonna be watching it online, right? So I'll be feeling it anyways. You don't have to send me pictures. I mean, send me pictures. How clothed you are. And yeah. Fonty's doing good. Hand-painted board? I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that. I'm gonna like switch this. Yeah. Yo, he reaching. Oh, he's reaching in there. Quick question. Is there a way to mask an island without going into ZModeler if it's overlapping with other stuff, so rectangular lasso mask doesn't work? An island without going into ZModeler? It's overlapping with other stuff? Like, let's see, do we have an example here? Because you should be able to just Control Shift and then click, right? Control Shift, click on an island. But are you talking about like an island underneath everything else? Because I'm not not really. Maybe you want to like split that off, the ones on top. I'm not sure why you would need to access something underneath like that if you're not gonna, if it's not going to be visible unless it's for something specific. Okay, so up in the corner, preferences, thumbnail, and then the background. Just click thumbnail on and then background, turn it to black, and then your behind will be transparent and the silhouette will be white. Mask an island right away without doing all of that? Yeah, so if you have your gizmo, and then you just click and tap, you can mask the island that that you want. So you have to use it with your gizmo. And then Control with your gizmo active, right? Control and then click on your island that you wanted. Trying to get this like really contorted. It's gonna be messy for a little bit. lower this resolution. What's going on with this here? What do we have here? Delete this. Grab this. Down. Hey. Good night, Mal. Malbarist. Yep, just tap. Control tap. See ya, Pip-Boy. Snake brush to move the mesh? Yeah, snake hook. I use that a lot for sculpting. Yeah, and I will dynamesh this stuff. I usually just kind of keep things really low poly until I don't need to anymore. Ah, is this an annoying one? Oh my god. Great, man. Music? It's just like the synthwave station on Pretzel Rocks. Can't get the hang of the ZBrush. I'm trying to embrace it. It doesn't like me. It's okay. It's not for everyone. Like, don't worry about it. Like, if you're just using like the move brush and that's totally fine with you, then just use that. Because not everybody wants to use the ZBrush, and that's fine, because some people will want to do smaller movements, more controlled, and then some people will want to just be like freaks, and whichever works for you. Hey Link, what's up? ZModeler, you get very narrow, tiny areas of your low poly version of the tail of one of the creatures you're working on. You can't connect two polygon edges together because your brush size is too big and always connected. Automatically triangulate some of the areas of my model. You want to know how to increase the size which ZBrush sees? Is there a grid size? Yeah, I don't really do that a lot. I think in the draw menu, you can change the overall grid size right here. And I think that will have a effect overall, but I'm not too sure. I think Laura got let's see if I can find. I don't really do that a lot.
We're gonna do a full rundown.
Whoops. Sorry. I'm on Outgang right now. Thought they had a video on this. Okay, so I think you might be able to find your answer in here, but I'm not 100% sure. You can try. But let me reread your question just to make sure that I got it. Very narrow, tiny areas, your low poly version of the tail. You can't connect two polygon edges. Because I know that with you can also adjust the snap size. I don't know if you've played around with the snap size in ZModeler. You probably have. But it might also be because your mesh is just too small, right? So, like, are you doing your two edges, right? Two edges. And then you want to stitch them? Because like you could do a bunch of different things. You could bridge it, you can stitch, right? Yeah, you want to stitch it. So there is like a snapping size, but it's not really something that I play around with it very much, if I'm being honest with you. You're getting weird errors. Again, it's one of those things where I would have to like get my hands on it. It's such a specific. But in terms of scale, there's a couple of different things you can do. So I think one of them is like in here. What's the other thing? Preferences. I don't have the answer for you right now, unfortunately. Perhaps maybe if you asked somebody like you know, Ian might be able to answer your question. Ian Robinson. I think he uses, he might run into those issues a little bit more than I have, because I don't really like use ZModeler like that very much. If your model though, here's one thing, right? Like if your model that you're working on, your sculpt in ZBrush is too small, you could always just temporarily size that up unless you already have it in another program. So maybe you want to like size it up. Does that fix anything? Or yeah, like Leonard's saying, unify scale might help as well. Remember telling you like as well, you could always just like increase the size or decrease it, you know, if you're having issues. But how much time does it take to get good at ZBrush? That's a very individualized answer. I mean, and it also depends on like what you mean by good. If it means, you know, different jobs will have different, if you mean like if getting employed, then different jobs will have different requirements as well, right? So if it's your own personal standard of good as well, that is going to be a constantly changing goal that you're chasing. So like if you mean just like you're proficient enough to get into ZBrush and start doing a sculpt and finishing a sculpt, whatever that sculpt may be, it might just take you a couple of weeks to get used to the UI. But then when it comes to anatomy is like a never-ending a never-ending journey that you're going to constantly be working at. It's hard to say exactly. Like, you know, some people work a lot smarter, you know, and harder than other people might be able to, just because, you know, circumstance, right? So some people might be able to get really good within just a couple of months to like a year if they're like really intense with it. And then some people, it might take them 5 years because they only have maybe an hour or two every single night to put into it. So it really just depends on your circumstances and, you know, how you learn as well. It really is just a case of you get out of it what you put in, right? Music making me think of Sonic, yeah. Oh yeah, Leonard, that's actually true, yeah. So if you're having like issues, you could always like hide parts of your mesh too. For snapping things together, etc. Woo! You think that you gotta size it up? Yeah, I think that's I think that's like your main thing right now, or just try the Unify as well. But that video that I sent is all about scale inside of ZBrush and like how to deal with things and how to address stuff if you're having issues. Yeah, it's a little bit long, but there's like a lot of information in there. Sometimes I just go into, this is transparent mode, so you can see through your other subtools while you're sculpting. Just for interactions and overlaps. Whoopsies. Let's dynamesh this. How do you work with reference? If I'm using reference for anything that I'm doing, I actually use PureRef, and I have multiple monitors, so if I'm going to use reference, usually I have it on another monitor. And if you don't, the thing is called PureRef. Are you sculpting as you go, or are you referencing this creature? No, I'm just going as I go. It's just a sketch. It's all just for sketch funsies. My pen display is a Wacom 21 HD. Hey, Shader! Yeah. Yeah, it's all good. I hope you had fun too. I'm not really liking the size of stuff right now. I want to change the scale. issues. So pretty. This is a reasonably dense sculpt. It is. Yes, it is. It has that reasonable density. Oh, yeah, sorry, I didn't I didn't even see it. Sorry. Do you have any experience using mobile workstations like the Wacom one? No, I don't. I have never tried any of those. Actually, I did try a really old version of like the very first like Wacom Companion that came out. But that's been like so many years ago that I can't speak on their new products, you know? Yeah, sorry about that. My bad. I didn't see that you had posted that earlier. Forgive me. I can't think of an excuse. Just forgive me. Would you please pay more attention to the comments? Hey. My bad. Damn. How do you keep everything on the ground level? Example, knees, ears, toes. So I just do it all through, just because like I have been doing this for a long time, so I kind of understand where the ground is. But even after all of that said and done, I still sometimes bring in like a cube, for example, and just kind of like throw it down here. And then just try to see where everything is temporarily. And there's like another thing that you can do as well that I don't actually like doing, but you can see where the floor is. So if you have whatever subtools are not visible, by the way, if you don't have your subtools visible, you will you'll basically see where the floor is on the lowest point of all of your subtools, even if they're not visible. So in this case, the reason the floor is down here is because this is not visible. So if I delete this, right, then the lowest point is going to be this part of the foot here. So the floor will show at that point. So it's not like a cutoff spot, right? It'll constantly move. So if I were to like pull that down, the floor updates, right? So that's why I don't really use the floor that much for like seeing if stuff is flat on the ground. I will quite literally just use the like a cube. A good vertex count a day keeps the rework away. Maybe. I feel like the rework will always come. You're not safe from that. Never. The accent, yeah. No worries, Mitchell. I'm alright. I'm just here to help and have fun and just talk. Firebest used to use shift code, make hair. Wait. Used to use shift, could make hair short, but when you mirror it, the subtool, shift cannot make the hair short anymore. Somebody knows why? You might need to unmask it. So Fiber Mesh comes with like an auto mask feature. Stuff might be literally like masked. That might be why. Like an auto masking, Fiber Mesh is already like, yeah. Thing is sad because I'm sad. Here, right, let's see. So you're saying, got this, go down to Fiber Mesh. Where are we at? Fiber Mesh, preview. Let's just make it longer. Length. Oh, another thing too, you might not have enough segments as well. Double check that you have enough segments right here. So like the more segments you have, the more like smoothing will affect it. Let's get gravity, just stick straight up. Let's do like less fibers just so that we can see stuff happening. Coverage. All right, accept. And then you're saying right now, if you were to take this, then delete hidden, and then do a mirror and weld, you can't shift on any of this? It's true. Yeah. Can still work on it though. Let's see if I can figure this out. So shift is not working here, but it was working back. Let's try here. Does work like that. Okay, let me just figure this out. Interesting. Oops. There's definitely a little bit of like a bug situation going on because I don't know what that was. Scared me though. Hey Luke, how are you? I'm good. Yeah, what was that? I don't know what that was. That scared me. I was like freaked out. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm wondering if maybe it might be a bug situation. I'm gonna try a couple of things. I don't know, Luke, if you've ever had this problem, maybe you can answer. Mirroring your fiber mesh now does not apply smoothing. I'm not 100% sure why that is. It works initially, but then a mirror and weld doesn't. Okay, how about if you were to, so you deleted hidden, it still works. You just do a duplicate, and then mirror, and then merge down. Maybe this is a workaround for you. No. Oh. Maybe flip. Create morph target. Delete. Why does it have a morph target? No, the normals don't work that way either. Word. Yeah, I don't know. This is weird. Huh. Hold on. try. Now I'm in investigation mode because like that's kind of interesting. Never run into that before. Let's see. Except it is working here. Lead hidden. Turn double off. Still works. Okay, but then no. Word. I think this is like a bug because I'm not sure why that's happening. It shouldn't be happening. I would love to help you, but I have no idea. I'm so sorry. Yeah, maybe there's some kind of like a new implementation. I'm not sure. Yeah, you know what? Let me see if like even, because sculpting on it works. You can still sculpt on it, but for whatever reason, smooth doesn't work. Hold on, I want to know. Hold on. Where's fiber plus 2? So let's get rid of one of these. You can still do stuff. Mirror and weld. You can still push things. Can't do that. What could it be? What would stop it? Let's see if a different smooth brush works on it. Yeah, let's see. The deformers. Because you can still sculpt on it. Okay. Do a, you know what? Before I do this, because I have a bad feeling, I have not saved. Okay. Yep. Still works. About a taper. Tapers work. What in the world? So then deformation smooth? Really? Yeah, I don't know. This is weird. Polish works though. I mean, if you really you want to just like I don't know if has anybody run into this before? This is weird. I think it might be when did you see that this stopped happening? What could it be? Nothing is masked. It doesn't mirror and you didn't fix it overnight. Work with different smooth you tried before. I think it's a new bug. Yeah, this is odd. Sorry, I can't really think of like it's not working like that. Wait, have you tried smooth stronger maybe? I don't know like how that would make any difference, but like color groups. No. Fiber mesh? No. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think mirroring mirrors the roots of fiber mesh. Yeah, but it's not still you used to be able to smooth it out before after you mirrored it, but now it doesn't seem to want to. Let me see. So if I were to then just delete this one that got mirrored, and I still, yeah, all of a sudden I can. Okay, interesting. And then if I duplicate this, mirror it, can I? I can. And so then maybe if you do an auto group and that switches things up. Oh, maybe it's counting like the same. Okay, I did a different grouping though, so maybe now. No, so the actual roots, well, the actual point count, maybe that's the problem. Like, I think that maybe it might be the actual point count, like something to do with a point count. You can't really, like, ZBrush thing. Could I maybe do a... No, it doesn't work. All right, I'm not sure. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. I tried. Like something to do with the vert order. This one down. Oh, dude, I found that so annoying. Sorry. Please enjoy the Pretzel Rocks playlist, though. You want to go listen to it? You're free to. Free. What's up, Barely? How you doing? Please, feel free to go and listen to your music. It's fine. Don't make me listen to that. Nothing against it, it's just like, while I'm working, I hate high-pitched music. I hate it. Butt shot. Alien is a better yo, honestly, same though. Man. Waiting for a cable you ordered, doing some fixes. External hard drive that has some things going on. Oh. Wait, you are having issues with your external. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, dang. I hope that works out. I usually, like, if I'm having, like, a whole bunch of problems with a drive, I'm like, okay, well, it looks like it's time for a new drive. Get this, like, in there. Yeah, the arm. Slot it in there. Alright, see you, Luke. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you have a great rest of your evening. You're wondering if there was any tips you could give on how to get the hang of your Wacom Tower aside from experience? Any specific keybinds that are helpful? So if you're using ZBrush, I usually put all of my most used brushes on my keyboard 1 through 0. I don't use the side panels at all, ever. It just doesn't feel that natural to me using side panels, but I use my keyboard on the side. some people have a keyboard that they put up top, or they use the Razer Tartarus or the 3D Connection mouse, the 3D mouse. Those are two, like a couple of other things that other people use while using their like on-screen tablet. But if you're using like just a regular Intuos or something like that, then yeah, just using your keyboard shortcuts will be a good enough thing. You don't need to use like the side shortcuts or anything like that. Yeah, everybody has their own habits and the way that they are going to feel the most comfortable while sculpting. So if one way is not for you, then that's totally fine. That's like the beauty of ZBrush, is that there's like so many different ways that you can do things. You don't have to feel bad if like one way isn't exactly working for you or you don't like it. No, I don't use, so when I'm doing concept stuff, then yeah, I'll just like zero mesh things if I need to. But if I'm doing something for production that needs retop specifically, then sometimes I do that in Maya. Just because usually the productions that I work with, they're already in Maya anyways. But most of my work is ZBrush specific, so. What do you want to name him? You feel free to name. I already said Bugs Bunny, but you know we're not going Bug anymore, so. Oh. Whoopsies. I keep pulling things. Jimmy. Lavanica. Lavanica. Is it a female? Or is it androgynous? Because it has eyelashes doesn't mean that it's female. Doesn't mean female. Connie Darko? What the hell? It can be the of many names. one of the best movies. So do you love this creature just as much though? Is that why? Nuri? Flammy? What do you mean by flammy? I've just never heard that descriptor, that's why I don't know what that means. I'm gonna grab everything and I'm gonna like shove it down. Like I wanna like, you know what I mean? Like just grovel. Grovel. Let's see if I can do this. I'm gonna get rid of this. Hit eat. Have I saved? No. I live dangerously. There we go. Now I have. Let it be known that if I were to crash, it had been you who had saved me. Traveler. The 3 hours. Dang, girl, did you just get a spear through your heart? You just get a spear? Oh, dang, man. Wait, hold on. I don't want to do one like that. I want to do this. Whoops. That, yeah, that's fine. Except... yeah, I know, right? Poor little guy. Just a poor little dude. Nasty. Wait, I don't even know what kind of a thing. Is here. How would that have even pierced though? That doesn't make sense. No, I'm not gonna do this. Wait. That makes no sense. I'm just gonna do it from here. Literally would have made no sense. Yes, exactly. Man, y'all think it's a girl. So if I did this, is it still a girl? You're like, oh my god, it has eyelashes. Definitely a girl. So funny. I guess that is like fortunate character design of like a lot of cartoons, huh? So rabbits are women? All rabbits are women. Got it. You had bigger eyelashes than your sister when you were little. Dude, I think that's actually a really common thing. The thing is that, like, girls, we put, like, mascara on. There's nothing stopping guys from doing it, too. But, like, that makes your eyelashes look like they're a lot bigger. I know a lot of guys with, like, really, really big eyelashes. More bicep, here you go. You like that? But tumorous for you? Perhaps we could do some more injections with you know, what is that, castor oil? Put that in. You like it? Is that good? Is that more bicep for you? Is that what you wanted? Sir art director? Sir? Is my art approved now? Yeah, synthol, that's what it is, not castor oil. Synthol. Oh, I knew it was an oil, I don't know, castor oil is what I thought people, I don't know, synthol, yes. Yeah, people use these spheres still, yes. I still use these spheres in certain situations, like Z-spheres are great for making shoelaces. Z-spheres are good for making, you know, vines and things like that. If you want to use it even for blocking, they're really good for that as well. You can even use them for posing. I don't use them for posing, but I know that some people do. For trans and oil injury. Yes, I know, right? Oh man. Needs more cowbell. Oh wow, that's a throwback. That's a throwback. Wow. Dang, I'm old. Somebody hasn't played. I know Final Fantasy, but they didn't make the sex of every single rabbit on Earth. In fact, my pet bunny. Okay, listen, my pet bunny, oh, rest his soul. I love Smokey so much. When I was a kid, my pet bunny had the biggest billiard balls that you've ever seen in your whole life. This thing dragged on the floor. Now, you want to go and tell me that rabbits, all rabbits are females. I have firsthand experience that this is not the case. So you looking at this being like, wow, such a beautiful girl, and I'm just thinking, you don't know what's between those legs. Why are you judging? What's going on? Somebody hasn't had a pet rabbit before. You should have a birthday and qualify for social money. I'll be there. I'll be there soon. Don't worry. We're all catching up, man. We'll all have our time. Hopefully by the time I'm around, Social Security is still a thing. Lol. He would step on them and then freak out because he couldn't lift his head. Oh my god, yeah. You know, like, I love it when rabbits get angry because they literally, like, they clap their back legs. Like, they stomp them together. Like, they throw fits, you know? Like, mine got angry at me when I didn't pick him up because he really loved cuddles. Like, he really, really liked it. He was a bizarre rabbit. Like, he loved affection, you know? Like, in sense of, like, just cuddles and playing, and he even played tag with he was crazy. He was a crazy rabbit. Also kind of nasty, but really liked him. He was awesome. He had a great personality. But he got angry, like if he would like bump my leg to like pick him up, and if I didn't, he would like go over to the corner and like stomp his legs just like a toddler, like pick me up. Actually, yeah, let's use these spheres. Whoa. Your cat and rabbit would play and sleep together. Not sure if they thought each other was just another cat or a rabbit. Aw, that's cute. Hi, Leonard. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a great evening. Sorry I didn't see your message as soon as you sent it. Okay, and then we go to adaptive skin, turn the density down, turn the fine mesh resolution down, and I'm gonna make adaptive skin. And this over here, and turn this one on. Yeah, nice. Rashidu, Blender, what are your thoughts on its sculpting? Its recent development out of ZBrush sculpting. I haven't tried it recently, but when I did use Blender's sculpting, it's really like, it felt really lackluster, especially for like more complex stuff. Like you can get stuff done. I'm not gonna lie, like you can get things done. It's just, I find it kind of gets in the way of itself and it takes longer, especially with like undos. Undos usually are the most time-consuming thing. That makes any sense. It doesn't feel as responsive and there's not as many tools available for sculpting specifically. There's a lot in Blender and you can get as many plugins as you want to make it as great of an experience for you as you want, especially as like a free software. But for an actual like comprehensive sculpting software, especially if you're doing stuff like for like the industry, I'm not going to say that you can't do it in Blender because you can. However, it's sort of like you can use a hammer to put the nail in, or you know, to put the nail in, or you could just like grab a rock. Like, the hammer is a little bit better, you know? It's like what it's for. The rock, you could do lots of different things with it. Rocks are great. I don't know if that's like the best analogy, because like I don't have anything against Blender. I'm not trying to say Blender is bad. I'm just saying that like in terms of sculpting, you might have a better experience with ZBrush. Yeah, especially with high poly stuff. It's mostly because of the undos, though. Do I know next time you're live? So I always post before I go live on my socials. You can get the link here. Any of my socials, whatever you're on. Here, I'll just dump it in chat. And then there's also ZBrushLIVE as well. ZBrushLIVE usually has the schedule up. Which is, you know, I should just give that as well. you go. Cool idea. You might like which one of the wings grounded to the floor, make it look like the creature is using to keep a balance support. Yeah, for sure. I want to do like the hand stuff right now, so maybe if I have time, I'll touch the wings after. The con you were at mostly portfolio review, 2D and 3D, mostly 2D because of the theme, and it was fun meeting people. Hope soon more jobs for you. Jobs that pay the rent. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, portfolio reviews are always a really fun, like, I mean, they can be pretty exhausting, but they also can be really fun as well, especially with like meeting everyone. I think it's just a flesh wound, so owl bro bunny thing is gonna they're gonna be great. They're gonna get through it, you know? It's just it's tis but a scratch. Pretty eyelashes. Whiskers are pretty too. Those who identify as neither can be very pretty. Yeah, I know. Their health is like my number one concern as well. So, you know, I would only give them something that doesn't directly pass through the heart or anything, right? Like it's just sort of like it's one of those like miracle cases, you know, like you read on like, oh wow, this guy like, you know, had a branch go through his skull, but it didn't touch his brain. Like, wow, crazy. That's so cool. Yeah, so that's what happened here. This one, okay, this one. You want to Dynamash? Not. Yeah, forgot to put these so close together. Oh, well, it's fine. And all of this, so that I could say I didn't cheat. Anytime somebody comes in here, just like, yo, isn't that cheating though, using the IMM? Fine. Show you why I use IMM, because I already know how to sculpt the actual dang thing. That dang. Ain't cheating. I ain't calling you a cheater, but I ain't calling you a truther either. No, it's liar. I ain't calling you a liar. What is that from? Is that Drake and Josh? Ew, did I just quote Drake and Josh? Oh my god, I did. I take it back. Cringe. No, I literally think that was Drake and Josh. On my Powerade. Ooh yeah. Ooh yeah, my neck is messed up. Severely. Alright, I'll see you, Pepe. Stretch. Oh yeah. Okay, alright. Yes, I do want to create these wings in a more asymmetric, so we can do Alrighty. I think, oh, okay, well, we only have 40 more minutes. I didn't even realize I didn't take, like, take a break today. If, I'm just gonna play around with a couple of these sphere shapes, I think. And out of the head. Okay. And that, and this. Funny, somebody says like, oh, do people even use Z-spheres anymore? And me, who doesn't use Z-spheres all that often when I'm sketching, decides, I have to use Z-spheres. normal when you look at your sculpts, sometimes it looks like you're a beginner, but you're your expert. No, I feel that all the time, constantly. I am constantly looking at my sculpt and scrutinizing it. That's not... Just don't start beating up on yourself, that's the thing. If you look at your sculpt and you see there's something wrong with it, it means that you are improving, like, your ability to see. Because, like, you're gonna constantly improve, right? It's just part of it, so... Not really, you're not gonna escape that. Unless you're not improving at all anymore. Have you completed any of the ZBrush Summit sculpt-offs? Oh, competed in. Yeah. Actually, if you go onto my channel, my ZBrush, my Twitch channel. Here, I'll get it to you. ZBrushLIVE sculpt-off. Ironically, I was also having pain and wearing the same shirt. Oh my god. Bro. Yeah, that was a sculpt off. It was muted because it was just 3 hours straight competing. Whoops. Yeah, it is. Don't worry about it. Just keep, just push through it. Push through it, keep going. Analyze what is it exactly that is making you feel that way about your work, and if you can fix it and improve on that, then that's what you should do. No tail? It doesn't have a tail, right? No. No. Ooh. Hey, Seer. Wings without a tail is not healthy. It's not healthy. Needs to see a doctor. Krampus's cousin. Have to make the it wouldn't be a sack then, would it? It would be a dingus. Oh. It wouldn't Krampus's cousin technically be like Saint Nick? No? Or am I getting that wrong? What I would do for complex posing like this is this would just be a proxy. Like I would just do this as like a quick kind of thing. And then I would sculpt one of them, like the one on this side, I would sculpt it fully, and then I would switch it over. I would use one to just like kind of show where I'm going to eventually have everything lined up. And then I would match it with a fully sculpted out. This is too high up right here. But also fit this. This. So I'm looking for lines of action as well, right? Like that's why I'm continuing right here. But then I'm also thinking like, how would this, you know, work with the back? And I would say that it would intersect underneath, like, because it would be like kind of like its own scapula. Like it would be driven by that as well. This would need a lot more like refining to make the anatomy like actually work, but the idea is there. Just kind of like getting the gesture. Watch what? Oh, are you talking about the old sculpt off video? It's so loud, dude. Ah. Yes, yes, gosh, yes, yes. Oh, thanks, Mitchell. Giga Demon from Hell. Yeah. Giga sad. So don't you find it funny, like, anytime somebody says demon from hell, like, where else is the demon from? Exactly. Demon from where? Demon. Demon from heck. What's up, Brendan? How are you doing? How goes? okay. I'm alright. Threw my neck out, and I'm just like, should I end this early? Because I feel like a statue right now. I've been so not talkative during this stream. And just so, like, I don't know, garbaggio, you know, just garbage. I mean, I've been going, 15 more minutes. I can do it. Now I'm Batman? Yeah, I know, right? The Bane who did this to me was simply my chair. Oh, for real though? Like, yeah, I don't know. I'm joining the standing desk crew soon though. Then hopefully this will never happen to me ever again. Eh. You know, hopefully the standing desk just fixes everything in my life, you know? I think it'll fix my whole life. What do you think? See, look at that! 4 years standing desk. Why have I not gotten myself a standing Ooh. I don't look tired? That's good. People usually tell me I look tired, so thank you. Could be Lilith's servant. Yeah. Could be. That's true. The sad slain demon. You never use your standing desk? Bruh. I feel like I'm gonna use that so much, because even now, like, the thing is, I know it doesn't look it, but I am so antsy when I'm working. The amount of times when I'm working, like, personal work, if I don't, like, hyper-fixate on what I'm doing, which is also bad, because then I'm literally sitting there without even realizing that 8 hours passes, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so bad. So when that happens, it's like really bad. I know some people are like, oh my god, that's something like I wish that I could like focus that hard. Like, no, it's like it's really bad when that happens. But if that's not happening, then I'm literally getting out of my chair like 6-7 times an hour just to like walk around and then come back. Like I stand up so much, so I feel like just getting the standing desk is like, it's one of those things where I could literally like walk in and out without that like middleman of like sitting down at my desk again, and I feel like it would be more like fluid. Do you know what I mean? Like what's the feng shui, you know? Like it would just like, the energy would just flow. Things would just like, there's no obstacles in your path. It's just natural. Like the energy just go through. The face of the creature, it wasn't really worked on. This is literally all it is. It's literally all it is right there. There's nothing underneath. And then, like, I'm also thinking, you know, I might get one of those, like, just because I'm so antsy all the time and I want to, like, move so much, I feel like I'm gonna get one of those, like, little under-desk treadmills even, when I need to just, like, stay put and do work, then at least, like, I'm moving, you know? Because, like, I can do stuff like this. So, I don't know, maybe I'll try that. I don't know. I already bought the actual frame, so... Give it ugly toes. Ugly toes. Just like you're on your chair for a little warm up too while you're working. Chair making my back hurt sometimes if you sit too much. Yeah, maybe you want like a standing desk then. I don't know. The frames are pretty expensive though, so it's kind of like, I'm excited for it though. I'm hoping it'll be it'll just fix everything in my life, you know? Gnarly, nasty feet. There you go. Nasty. Finding a good desk that does not have too much movement in standing mode. Yeah, so that's why, okay, so that's why I ended up spending quite a bit of money on mine, because that's what I was worried about. So I'm hoping that the one that comes is actually pretty good. I'm just gonna use like the desktop that I already have and drill holes into it based on the frame that I get, because I got a L desk, like an L-shaped frame with like an extended bottom piece to help with the stability. So I'm hoping that because it's a L shape that it's actually a lot more stable than just like the two kind of situation. You got one called Vivo. It's such a nice desk. You just make sure that you get one piece surface. Oh yeah, yeah, that's fair. I mean, to be fair, with mine, I built my desk out of random IKEA bits. It wasn't even like an actual IKEA desk. I just like bought a whole bunch of random things and started drilling holes. But it's two desks. It's two pieces of wood separately. So I have a feeling that it'll be fine with the new frame, since this one is just like on those really cheap legs anyways, like the cheap IKEA legs. I managed to get the actual two desks together pretty flush, even like with just a bunch of what are those things called? What did I put at the bottom there? Brackets. Like I put a bunch of brackets and I was able to get it pretty flush together, so I'm pretty confident that I'll be able to like make it work with the frame. And it's been holding things pretty like okay. Okay. Alright. I think this is good for now. I'm going to call it because my neck is killing me. Put this here. What do we want? We do one right here. And we can do a bit of a back shot right here. Perfect. Okay? Alrighty. Yeah, no, I know. Sorry. Hi. Also, guys, if you don't know who Brendan is, he's another streamer on this channel. If you want to put your socials, feel free. But yeah, go follow Brendan. He's an amazing artist and a good guy. So yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll be on, I think, when's my next one? I don't even know when I'm streaming next. Hold on. On the 23rd is my next one. So yeah, I'll be on again then. And in the meantime, if you want to see anything, if I post anything, I don't know if I'm going to post anything, but if I do post anything, you can feel free to follow me on any of these links. Here you go. Otherwise, feel free to ask any questions that you may have during any of the streams in the future. Or, you know, if there's something simple that I can help you with in DMs, like on any of my socials, feel free to ask. DMs are open. I do take a little bit of time to respond to people because I'm just like that. I'm sorry. I try to get to everybody when I can, but sometimes I'm a little bit slow. So have patience with the DMs, but otherwise feel free to ask me any questions and I will see you in the next one. Okay? All right. See you guys.